谢谢大家来听今天下午这场论坛啊。那么今天会来听的人，我想他会对于整个亚洲的艺术市场的发展会很有兴趣的朋友啊。那么因为也很难得的请到了亚洲各地啊一些专家们来对他的地区的这个了解来做个报告。那么下午的这个讲座会是一个比较漫长的讲座啊，连着3个人，像是这个一开始我先介绍一位介绍这一下他们，也请这个主讲人呢站起来跟大家挥挥手啊。那么第一位就是这个江南大学艺术市场研究所的这个所长徐正珠啊先生，那我们欢迎他们啊。谢谢 ，Thank you。第2位是土耳其帝国这个艺术帝国计划的负责人啊，等于是这个Kerimcan，也是第一次听到这个有土耳其的这个专家来讲讲土耳其的当代艺术啊。我很期待一位画廊老板出现，但是目前我还没有看到他，等一下协会可以去找他一下，因为他是一位台湾的朋友，但是他自己很喜欢艺术，然后在土耳其做生意，他也开了一家土耳其的画廊在台北，啊，有一些人知道，大部分人不知道。那今天有这个土耳其朋友来讲，应该去找他一下，谁有万果老板的电话打电话给他一下，那个同学们找找看，好，因为我刚刚在 VIP 室碰到他，还跟他聊，他还没出现，好。第3位呢是龚若琳小姐，前佳士得东南亚现当代的负责啊，这是专家了。那么过去这多年来，我对她的印象非常深刻，不是陪着这个印尼、新加坡的大藏家在看画，就是在台上接电话举1200万。港币的那位啊，所以大家一看到他举牌子就知道大概是东南亚的这个朋友在买画了啊，但是他明年可能会在新加坡负责这个一个画廊，他是帮这个香港的林明珠小姐啊 Pearl Lam， 那么他的这个香港画廊刚刚开，这个林明珠实在是太不可思议了，我再说，因为前年我到上海，受到林明珠的这个邀请，去看到了在杂志上看到的那个他的家里的餐厅的可以坐60多个人的长桌那个餐桌啊，所以然后我们坐下来吃晚餐的时候，坐在我左边的是纽约当代博物馆的副馆长。坐在右边的是一个珠宝店的这个老板，所以交叉坐，我觉得那种 party 让我也是第一次的感受到。所以龚若琳小姐在东南亚新加坡的这个多年的生活经验，跟她所看到的艺术市场的发展，一定会让我们有一些收获的。首先，那我们今天就开始我们这个漫长的艺术市场的课程，但是这个漫长的课程一定是很活泼的。首先，我们要请这个欧巴江南 style， 那我就别跳了，我们先请徐正珠先生来上台为我们这个讲这个韩国的市场。那么我们也听到韩国现在高高低低有一些问题，就在江南 style 风靡全世界的这个时候，事实上这个韩国最大型的国际艺术博览会 KEONG 好像情况并不是像江南 style 一样这么好。我们等一下听他讲一下。好，现在我们以热烈掌声欢迎欧巴江南 style。
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for inviting me to this very good forum. Well, I thank TAGA and Art Taipei Forum. Well, as a speaker about the Korean art market, I will introduce some modern and contemporary art market in Korea, and primary and secondary market in Korea. And before that, I want to show the stages of economic development. As an economist, I want to show this one. Well, it's me in the Art Basel, just in front of the artworks of Andy Warhol, one of very expensive artworks. Well, anyway, I put my family name first. It is my Korean style. I mention this fact because a Chinese artist put his or her family name in the first. So the French art market research corporate began to put the family name first now. It's a new mode in the world art market just before 3 years. I am teaching the history of economic theory and thought and cultural economics in actually Jiangnan Daxue, Gangnam University. So I may plan and produce one parody of Gangnam style. Well, if time permits, I will show it in the end. Now I am enjoying the study art market in Asian countries. And in this April, where I and Mr. Zhao in Beijing agreed to establish Asian Art Market Research Union. Well, this union is open to everybody in Asia and in the world. Well, first let me introduce the stage of economic development. I divided economic development as 3 stages. The first law is the political stage, and through the economic stage to finally the cultural stage. Thanks to Esperanto, the international language, which I am using over 40 years, I visited over 60 countries. At the time, the rich country has very specific their one cultural situation and the cultural life. So I was affected by them. Though, even though the Korea is now in the economic stage, but I hope Korea will be a member of cultural stage in near future. For that, I introduced the per capita GDP. Oh, sorry. Though if per capita GDP is below 8,000 US dollar, at this stage, politics dominate economy and culture. And then between the 8,000 to 28,000 US dollars, public and the people are chiefly interested in the money economy. And then some countries can reach at the cultural stage if they arrive at 28,000 US dollar per capita. This is my one tool and my theory to analyze any country's economic development stage and the level of cultural industry of their country. Well, I will show 2 tables. One is the national wealth top 20. As you see, the United States first, and China, Japan, and Germany, France, something like, and Korea is on the 15th. So this national wealth is related to the cultural level or the level of cultural industries. Well, about the cultural industry, it was the name creative industry, and then people used to call it cultural industry. But now in Korea, since 2009, the Korean government call it content industry. And it is the where change of the terminology from creative through culture and the content industry. So Korean government now heavily invested to the content industry. So the Korean wave is so famous outside the country. Well, and this is the cultural industry by countries. Well, you can see the United States, Japan, China, Germany, United Kingdom, France, Italy, Canada, Brazil, South Korea, something like that. So, well, economically, the wealthy country has equally the cultural strengths. I want to show this one, this interrelationship between two factors. Well, now I will show simply the history of Korean modern art. Without art history, we cannot ease to understand their country's art market. Well, as you know, after the end of World War II in 1945, the Korea became an independent country. And then Korea met Korean War between 1952 and 53. So with this nation's history, Korean art world and art market was influenced the samely. And in the 50s, where some artists from Korea, they prefer to study abroad, for example, in France and in the United States. So they went to France and America, and they back to Korea, and they established some art association and artist association. Besides that, 100% Korean artists were there. One of them is Mr. Lee Jung-seop. His oil painting Ball was sold 2 years ago at the auction at a very high price. And in 1960s, well, the big trend was the 6 master Korean ink painters. One of them was Lee Sang-bum and Byung Kwan-sik. Besides this, the Korean ink painters, there was a very famous Korean traditional modern artist, Park Soo-gun. And now in Korea, the art market depends on the artwork of Park Soo-gun is sold or not. Is the key. The Mr. Park Soo-gun is so famous in Korea. And in 1970s, modern and some contemporary artists began to introduce the Western style, for example, informal and some abstract expression. One of the artists, I can say that Mr. Park So-bo, now he is 81 years old. But at the time, the Korean artists considered what is the identity of Korean art. So they used Korean paper on the canvas. It is a style of informal and minimal, but they used the Korean traditional paper on the canvas. It's the difference between the Western and the Korean informal. And then in the late 1970s appeared some artists who showed very detailed talent about realism. So they are still very active nowadays also. And in 1980s, as the economy developed, and the people's art, you see the Chinese characters, 민중 미술, where they show their one some resistance style arts at the time. And in 1990s, it means that after the Seoul Olympic Games, so we Koreans and the Korean artists began to work not only the domestically but also the overseas art field. For the first time, Mr. Yu Kun-byung was invited to the Kassel Documenta in 1995. We call this the time of the globalization of the Korean contemporary artist. And sometimes you see the artworks of the Kang Ik-jung and the Lee Bul, they are the one of the globalization of Korean contemporary artists. And 2000s, well, there are so many kinds of art fields like sculpture and animation, similia, or media arts. Well, and you can memorize this artist, Mr. Kim Dong-yu. Well, he became certain star through the Hong Kong Christie's. Where his artwork was sold for the first time at high price internationally. Just he now holds an exhibition in Gallery Hyundai, one of 5 big major galleries in Korea. Well, so I can divide the brief history of the last 10 years of Korean art market. Well, until 2005, the art market was driven by galleries only. But as the establishment of K-auction in the late of 2005, and the Seoul Auction and K-auction competed each other, from that time, auction was very popular in Korean market. At the time where the auctions and the galleries even struggled each other. Well, because of the auction market, the galleries cannot get money, such like that. But after the recession of the world economy, global economy, namely after 2008, galleries cannot sell artworks very much, so they gathered and they established the art fairs. Well, in Korea, annually 18 to 20 art fairs held, including KEONG and SAF. So briefly, I can say about 400 exhibition spaces. Among them, 1/10 are established galleries, but others are simply hold the exhibition or rent a space to the artist. Over half of the galleries in Korea, they rent space to the artist. And now the Seoul Auction and the K-auction are major auction houses. Besides that, some auction houses are specialized in only the Korea traditional antique artworks.